tonight. Now, religious leaders are this evening asking President William Ruto to offer forward-looking leadership by reaching out to the opposition, to leader Raila Odinga to reconsider the proposed mass action program and embrace dialogue. The leaders, drawn from, among others, the National Council of Churches of Kenya, the Kenya Conference of Catholic Bishops, the Supreme Council of Kenya Muslims, and the Hindu Council of Kenya, say that politicians are working hard to incite disillusionment and tension driven by politics, which is likely to lead the country into anarchy. Ayub Abdikadir begins our broadcast this evening with more details.
The religious leaders drawn from the Hindu Council of Kenya, the Interreligious Council of Kenya, the Kenya Conference of Catholic Bishops, the National Council of Churches of Kenya, the National Muslims Leadership Forum, the Organization of African Instituted Churches, and the Supreme Council of Kenya have called for dialogue between the president and the opposition after what they termed as a review of the state 6 months since the Kenya Kwanza administration came to power, calling out politicians who they accused of sowing discord.
Political actors are working hard despite politics-driven disillusionment and tensions that is likely to result in anarchy. The narratives being driven by political actors are weakening the basic commitment and submission to the Constitution and laws of Kenya.
They called on President William Ruto to reach out to the opposition to forestall political consequences as a result of this standoff between the government and the opposition.
As an equality of all Kenyans, it is of essence that you take leadership in reaching out to the opposition to promote dialogue for the betterment of our nation.
The planned mass anti-government protests, the leaders pleaded with the Azimio One Kenya leader Raila Odinga to call off planned protests to march to government offices across the country and instead embrace peace, adding that unemployment, poverty and the ongoing drought are pressing Kenyans into desperation.
We, however, urge the opposition to spearhead issue-based and solution-oriented approach to politics to avoid being seen as champions of anarchy.
They called on Kenyans to live in harmony and embrace their diversity and reject calls from politicians that may lead to divisions.
Let us remain committed to the national cohesion and peaceful coexistence. We need to firmly resist developing solutions, resist political and social leaders who drive divisions and bitterness, and embrace on those who focus on developing solutions for the challenges we are experiencing.
The call by the religious leaders comes amid political uncertainty 6 months since President William Ruto's administration came to power, with the opposition calling for protests over the elections held in August last year. Ayub Abdikadir, Citizen TV, Nairobi.